Hello everyone, I am Prasad. Today we are going to speak about AI in SAP Part 4, Vibe Coding in SAP. What if AI generates an ABAP program that looks perfect? The syntax is clean, the logic appears correct, and the output matches the requirement. Would you move it in production? This is where Vibe Coding in SAP becomes interesting. Vibe coding allows us to describe a requirement in a natural language and use AI to generate a ABAP, CDS, RAP, Fiori, integration, or BTP artifacts in a minutes. The speed is real. But in SAP, generated code is only the starting point. SAP systems handle finance, billing, procurement, inventory, customer data, regulatory business, and all other processes. A small technical decision can create a much larger business consequences. So the real question is not can AI generate the code? The real question is can this solution be trusted in production? The first gate is syntax. Does the code compile? Are the data types correct? Are the SQL statements valid? This is necessary, but it is the easiest gate. The next gate is architecture. The code may compile and still use an unreleased API, directable access, or an extension approach that violates clean core principles. It may work today and become an upgrade blocker tomorrow. Then comes security. Does the generated solution respect authorizations? Could it expose sensitive information? Does it bypass an existing approval or business control? Is it using an approved API or taking a technical shortcut? AI can generate a functional path. An architect must validate the control boundary. The performance is another gate. A query that works with 10 records may fail with 10 million. An insufficient select, nested loop, or repeated remote call can turn generated code into production incident. The same principle applies beyond ABAP. AI can generate wrap objects, Fiori applications, integration flows, and BTP extensions. But generated artifacts is not the same as designing a reliable solution. For wrap, we still need to validate transactional behavior, authorizations, draft handling, and release entities. For Fiori, we need to consider error handling, accessibility, service changes, and user permissions. For integration, we need to retrieve duplicate prevention, monitoring, evidence, and clear failure ownership. For BTP, we need identity, connectivity, destination management, observability, and lifecycle ownership. That is why vibe coding in SAP needs an architecture pipeline. The flow should be requirement, architecture design, AI generation, automated validation, architect review, testing, transport, deployment, evidence. AI can accelerate everyday stage, but it should not silently bypass any stage. There are two practical operating models. In connected model, AI works through governed tools such as ADT, BAS, SAP build code, approved repositories, and control pipelines. The generated solution can be checked against the real target environment. In a private or isolated model, AI generates the solution without direct SAP access. Here, validation becomes even more important because the model does not have complete system context. Both models can work, neither removes the need for architecture gates. From our SAP AI agent proof of concept, one lesson becomes clear. AI becomes useful when it is surrounded by evidence, validation, and governance. The model should not decide what is production safe on its own. The pipeline should verify syntax, released APIs, clean core alignment, authorization, performance, auditability, and human approval. This is the real difference between uncontrolled vibe coding and governed acceleration. Uncontrolled vibe coding says the code looks right, let's deploy it. Governed acceleration says the code was generated quickly, now let us prove that it is safe. AI does not reduce the importance of SAP architect. In fact, it increases it. When code becomes easier to generate, judgment becomes more valuable. The architect must look beyond the code and evaluate what the solution will change, what it may break, how it will be governed, and who will own the consequences. Vibe coding can absolutely become part of SAP development, but only when speed is surrounded by clean core, security, validation, resilience, and human decision ownership. Generated code is not the final outcome. A production trusted solution is. And that is how architecture turns vibe coding into governed SAP acceleration.